Hello gin lovers and welcome back to No Nonsense Gin Reviews with me, Bobby Freeman. Now then, what do we have here dressed up in this rather decorative looking box? Well, I shall tell you. And just by the way, just to warn you, many of you will be very surprised to hear this, but on No Nonsense Gin Reviews, we have another Bombay Sapphire. This is Bombay Sapphire Limited Edition English Estate. Now then, before I go on, I've just realised I've got a chest hair trapped in my microphone, so I'm going to be brave. I'm going to pull it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, you bastard! Oh! Okay, now that's over, I can relax and enjoy the review. Now then, as many of you know, I am not a fan of the Bombay Sapphire. If you've seen my videos before, I don't like Bombay Sapphire. I don't like the standard one they did, the one that everyone drinks and sees in the bars. Not only do I not like the taste, I don't like the fact that they are everywhere. It must be the biggest and most successful gin company in the world, because wherever you go in the world, you will, and there is gin, you will always guaranteed to see the Bombay Sapphire. And I've made this point many times before. However, I am not averse to trying something new when they bring something new out. And today they have brought, well, they haven't brought it out today, it's been out for a while. So they brought this one out and it's called the English Estate. Okay, now let's get him out the box, shall we? But first of all, let's just credit where credit is due, because that is a very pretty looking box. I would be immediately drawn to that if I saw it on the shelf, which is a shelf stocked with gins. I would think, oh, what's this saucy little fellow here? But no, maybe I wouldn't think so camply, but you know, in this situation, I did. Now, before we go on, I must just say this was actually recommended to me by one of my subscribers who goes by the name of Egemen. I think it's Egemen, it's Egeman. So thank you very much for the recommendation, Egemen. So let's get her out the box and have a look at her, shall we? So no surprises there. It doesn't really look any different to the standard Bombay Sapphire bottle. You've got a little bit of this floral stuff around here, so you know something's a little bit different, and that obviously reflects the lovely box there. Anyway, as lovely as the box is, let's get out the way, because it's crowding up my table. So it's quite interesting because I went on the Bombay Sapphire website to try and find a bit about this gin, and the cupboard was bare. There wasn't anything on there. Unless I'd been particularly stupid and can't find it, I couldn't see anything about it. I guess that's because it's a limited edition, but it doesn't really matter because it's out there, it's for sale. So even if it's a limited edition, I would probably have put something about it on the website. However, I've just got a little bit about it, which is on a third-party website. It says, the London Dry Gin, this London Dry Gin has been made using regional botanicals, which Bombay says was inspired by the English countryside. It includes 3 new botanicals, okay? So here we go. So these botanicals are pennyroyal mint, which is essentially mint, but it's a particular mint plant which is known to create a sort of more of a spearminty sort of taste. Rose hip, which is actually a sort of a kind of fruit which is produced by a rose plant, and toasted hazelnut, which all sounds very nice to me. However, here's the problem here. So I've reviewed the standard Bombay Sapphire, which I didn't like very much. I've never really liked very much. As you know, please see that video. I'll put a link to the section below. I then also reviewed the Bombay Sapphire Star of Bombay, which is kind of like a premium version. Now, as far as, which I didn't like either. It was basically, again, see my video on that. It's basically the same sort of thing, a slightly tweaked flavour, but essentially that sort of chemically sort of unpleasant taste which you get with the standard Bombay. And the worst thing was it was about £40 or $50. So you're paying, they added 2 botanicals and you paid almost pretty much double the price in some cases. So I didn't like that at all. And however, I then reviewed the Bombay Original, which was actually not too bad. I actually quite enjoyed it. But the interesting thing is here, that as far as I could see, from reading on their website, they actually took 2 botanicals away for that one, and it improved the taste. So they're kind of sort of sending me different directions, Bombay. You know, I'm not just going to say I dislike them all. I'm totally open-minded. So I know I'm gabbling a little bit about this, but I want to make sure you're up on the history of my sort of difficult relationship that I've had with Bombay Sapphire. So the question is, do these 3 botanicals, do they improve it? Or do they make it just slightly tweaked and with the same problems as before, as with the Star of Bombay? So, first of all, we've got no cork, so I'm disappointed straight away, so we can't do the cork test. So let's have a little sniff. This is always very telling because the Bombay had a very specific smell, and that's when you first get this hint of the chemically sort of essence. So let's give this a go. To be honest, that chemical essence is there straight away. And Am I getting anything slightly different? I think I might be. I was hoping the mint might come through in the aroma, but do you know what? I am getting a little bit of that. There's a slight sort of nuttiness there, maybe from those hazelnuts. I don't know. Would I get that if I didn't know it was hazelnuts? Probably not. Anyway, the proof is in the tasting, as we know, not in the smelling. So let's get the old fella in the glass, shall we? Here we go. Is it a clean pour? Oh, beautiful and clean. We'll have a little bit more, I think. Oh, slightly dirty pour. I just traced the edge of the glass. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Doesn't matter. Right, put that over there so you can see it. Get a bit of the old tonic. We've got a new bottle on the go because I had some. My tonic was flat last time, but don't worry, this is reassuringly fizzy this time. That's probably going to be quite strong, but I am hardcore, as you know, so I'm going to bloody well go for it today, and I really want to taste these flavours as well. So here we go, Bombay Sapphire, English Estate. Cheers. Ooh, okay. Wow, this has kind of thrown me. That was like, I mean, I know I was just keeping quiet to sort of let things happen in my head then. And it really felt like a kind of a merry-go-round. I was a bit like, oh, yeah, I'm not sure I don't like it. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hello. It was like several different things whizzing around in there. And they went around pretty quick though, so I couldn't catch them. So let's have a second go. Do you know what? That ain't half bad. That is not bad. I thought it was going to stay. I thought it was going to be much the same problem as the Star of Bombay, i.e., it was just a tweaked version of the standard Bombay Sapphire. But that's quite enjoyable. You don't really get that. There's a tiny essence. There's a tiny essence of that sort of Bombay, which I didn't like, but it's been reduced hugely to like a sort of a pinprick to what it was. Hang on a second. Do you know what? I think these new flavours, they're quite bold flavours with the mint and the hazelnut, and they're kind of sort of contrasting flavours. I think they're kind of offsetting that unpleasant Bombay taste, which I didn't like, and many of my subscribers don't like either. It kind of offsets it really well. This is going to be a really bizarre analogy, but there's like I saw a documentary about these fighter planes, the Eurofighter or something, that apparently the way they're designed, they shouldn't be able to fly. They should just be forced kind of naturally sort of fall from the sky, but they use kind of fins attached to the edge of it and computer software to sort of counteract that, and those two forces working together make it perfect and very easy to fly. It's kind of, if you can get around that sort of rather clumsy analogy, it's kind of like that. It's like those new flavours have sort of worked. Say that the old flavour is tipping the scale that way into unpleasantness. The new flavours have tipped the scale back to pleasantness, the pleasantness scale. This is all getting rather abstract, I know, but that's the best way I can kind of describe it. And I think I like it. I think I genuinely like it. And you know what? I'm so pleased because I don't like to give negative reviews. I don't like to sort of talk badly about gins. But when it's bad, I'm going to tell you. That's my job. I'm here to tell you when they're bad and when they're good and when they're indifferent or whatever. I'll tell you. And that, but do you know what? It's really nice. But do you know what the crying shame is? The crying shame here. It's kind of bittersweet because oh my God, I can't even get my words out. It's a limited edition. So this is only around for a short while. In fact, in the words on that website, it said, when it's gone, it's gone. So what a crying shame that it's going to do that, because I think that they're actually onto something with this. It's really lovely. I'm so pleased because I didn't want to make one of these. I know my original video, if you watch it, I did it very early on in this series of in my sort of journey of making my channel, and I was kind of a very angry young man back then. I was very passionate and sort of went a bit overboard perhaps to convey my emotions and how much I didn't like it. But and I was kind of didn't really want to do that again today, but I'm so glad I haven't had to do it. But I would say Bombay Sapphire because don't forget, this is actually the price is actually what. Oh my God, I'm really sort of thrown by this. Can't even get my words out. What I like about this too is the price is actually very good as well. Unlike the Star of Bombay, which, as I say, over doubled to £40, $50. This is about £23. That's about $29. So I'm happy to pay that. I'm happy to pay that. So I would say, I say to you, Bombay Sapphire, for the first time, oh no, the second time, because I said it with the Bombay Original. Keep up, my friends, keep up this good work, because that is lovely. I knew you could do it. I said at the end of the Star of Bombay video, I believe in you, I believed you can do it, and you bloody well done it. I think I've just spilt gin on myself, never mind. This is good news. This is good news. Now, what I would say is, why don't you, here's a out there idea, why don't you abandon that standard Bombay, abandon it. It's not, well, it is working because people are buying it. Replace it with this. Call this your Bombay Sapphire, or keep the name the same with the English estate. But whatever. If I was you, I would make this little fellow my core. I don't know. I'm covered in gin. Is it leaking from the ceiling or anywhere? It must be on the side of this bottle. I don't know. This little fella is good. This shows that you can do it and you can move with the times, and you didn't even have to, like you said, I also read on that website, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. I would say in this situation, I kind of think I kind of thought you should have done, but you've done a very, very good job of making something which wasn't very good actually brilliant. And I commend you for it, but I would say to you, make this your core product, because this one is nice. I like it, and I am extremely happy on No Nonsense Gin Reviews today. So guys, how about that? I know I've gabbled on about this one, but it's quite an important review for me today, because it's kind of a benchmark for me in my long sort of difficult journey with a relationship with Bombay Sapphire. This is one I will genuinely drink. I must. The top, that's why, because I'm swinging it around and the bottle's not on. There we go. The top's not on the bottle. So, I'm very pleased to make this today. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have too. Please forgive my sort of rather sort of rambling style today, but I think a lot needed to be said. So, good work, Bombay Sapphire. Excellent. Keep it up. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video, and don't forget to press the little bell icon so you don't miss any more of my future videos. And I will see you all next time on No Nonsense Gin Reviews, where I shall continue to be Bobby Freeman. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.